All right, everyone. We have inside linebacker Cade Uluave here with us prior to this weekend's matchup at number 6, Oregon in Eugene at Autzen Stadium. We'll go ahead and get questions started with Jeff Verrado from Cal Sports Report. Go ahead, Jeff.
Cade, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm all right. Can you just talk about the way you've been playing lately and the opportunity you've gotten, early in your career to not only play but now to be a starter, and how you think you're doing?
Yeah. My opportunity to play kind of came from Jack getting hurt, which sucks for Jack, but that kind of opened up a window for me, and I would say that things are going pretty well. I know Coach Sirmon has coached me well and has got me ready to play where I am, and so now it just kind of comes down to me to do my job and make some plays. But overall, I think I'm doing a decent job. Can always get better though.
When you arrived at Cal, did you have any expectation for how much you might get to play right away as a freshman? And is this exceeding that?
Yeah, my expectations coming in was I was just gonna play it by ear. Wherever I was needed, I was gonna go. I always wanted to be a special teams guy because a lot of freshmen kind of don't have the chance to play, and so I wanted to be a big impact on special teams. But where I am is I'm happy where I am, and I'm excited to move forward. So,
and if I can ask you a question about what happened a couple weeks ago, I guess they moved you over to running back a little while in practice when they were banged up in that room. What was your reaction to that? Did you think it was potentially a permanent move, or were you just kind of over there helping them out? And what was that like?
Yeah, so I know the running backs kind of had some injuries, and so they were looking for some guys to fill in, and I was kind of in the position where, because I played running back in high school, I kind of had a little bit of experience. And so, they brought me in, and, I thought it was great. Just anywhere I can help the team and benefit the team is where I wanted to be. So.
And did you dream of playing running back in college when you were younger, or did you always know you'd be a linebacker?
I've thought about that for a while, but my dad played linebacker in college, and I've always wanted to be like my dad. And so, as much as I do love running the ball, I had to choose to be on defense. So, it's worked out for me.
So there's no future as a two-way guy, huh?
There's always a chance. Who knows?
Thanks, Cade. Have fun.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Matt Moreno at Rivals.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good. You flashed a little bit in camp, and there was kind of some moments where like maybe he has a chance. What was the point, I guess, when you were like, I'm doing more than maybe a lot of typical true freshmen at this point, that I'm going to have maybe a shot to play? What was kind of that moment like, or when did you kind of feel like I have a chance to contribute?
Yeah, like you said, throughout camp, I just worked really hard. I was trying to put myself in the best position I could be in, and each day just try to get better and better. And and recently my chances come up to, playing some games and become an impact. And so I've done as much as I can to, prove myself and to make an impact in the game.
They always talk about kind of the biggest adjustment is the speed, when you're going from high school to college. What's kind of been the adjustment like for you? And what have been some of the things that maybe have been a little bit more difficult than you imagine, maybe things that maybe fit right in, or maybe a little bit easier for you?
Yeah. Like you said, the speed is definitely different than high school. 100% without a question. But I feel like throughout practice and stuff, I've gotten used to that throughout fall camp and throughout the beginning of the season. And so, it took a second to get used to, but, right now I feel like the thing that I most need to work on is probably the mental game, just learning everything I need to know about the defense and, what offenses are trying to make us do and react effectively. And so, just being on the mental side of the game and learning the game as much as I can is probably what I need to work on the most thus far.
Over on offense, we've talked about it with Fernando going up against kind of the defenses that he's gone against, but you're going up against the USC offense, has a defending Heisman Trophy winner. Did you have to kind of take a second to pause and be like, well, this is an interesting situation or kind of a fun situation to be thrown into right away as a freshman?
Yeah. I thought it was awesome getting the chance to play against the Heisman winner. Not a lot of people can say that. And so, it was a great opportunity, and, I kind of knew that I had to make the most of it and kind of prove myself. And that's what I kind of had to do going forward.
I know you talked obviously about, missing and stepping in for Jack, but Kalo's been kind of on a tear this season, his real first opportunity to get a chance to really contribute. What's it been like working alongside him?
Yeah, Caleb's a beast. I mean, I really look up to him as well. He's just such a good athlete, and he's also a good leader. And so looking up to him and learning from him is something that, I try to do every single day, and taking all the advice that he gives me, and, me and him get along well. And I'm glad that we had time to play, and hopefully it goes on in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to Jeff.
Yeah, Cade, you talked about getting to play against the Heisman Trophy winner. You sacked the Heisman Trophy winner. Is there a moment in the middle of the game? This is a pretty entertaining game, 50-49. Didn't come out the way you guys wanted, but to be in a game like that and to have that moment where you sacked Caleb Williams, have you taken a moment to digest that and think this is kind of cool?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Like during the play, everything just kind of opened up, and it was almost just like me and him were just staring at each other. And, and I just ran there, ended up, the ball came loose. I wish I could have got the ball, but I ended up with a sack. And, I stood up, I kind of looked around, and I was like, wow. I was like, that was awesome, And so it was just a really cool experience.
And did you run track in high school then?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
And you ran sprints and you threw the shot. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What was your PRs in those events?
So for the 100, my last race, I think I ran an 11-1. And then for shot put, I think my PR was a 54, 55. Can't remember exactly.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.